Hello. Welcome to episode 97 of the Buzz Files. What?
Will you please put your fucking ad in for Judy?
What?
I literally lifted that up so I'm sitting up. It's right at my face.
But you don't sit up.
And I
don't want to start the podcast arguing, okay? This is a peaceful time. Okay? Do you want to start over?
Nope. Let's fucking go.
Let's be nice, okay?
You be nice.
Sam.
I literally had this set up the way I wanted it, and you come in with your man hands moving all around.
Okay. I need you to be nice, okay?
I'm not gonna lie, you know what's coming.
Alright. Can we just pause here for a second?
Okay, let's go.
Let's just be nice to Cody here. Alright. Sam got this.
We've never had it.
Not a beer, but it's a Sun Cruiser lemonade vodka.
Probably tastes like shit.
I'm not super excited about this one.
But it's the only thing I could find that I knew wouldn't give me the shits and that we haven't drank yet.
Well, allegedly wouldn't give me the shits. This we don't know. It says it's 4.5%.
But see, I don't like drinking flavored drinks that aren't carbonated.
I'm just gonna.
It's my biggest problem.
A little bit. It's clear, so it's like a seltzer.
Is it fizzy?
Yeah, it's got a little bit of bubbles. Do you want to pour that in your cup?
No, I don't want to taint my cup.
Taint. She said taint. All right, let me give it a taste here.
How old are you?
Nobody knows. 'Tis a mystery.
It's 41.
Oh, just tastes like a flat seltzer. They all taste the same to me.
That's the thing. I want the bubbles. Why can't we have bubbles and everything?
I don't know why they can't carbonate them. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It tastes like a mixed drink that was like watered down and has been sitting on a counter and all the ice is melted and you're like,
that's what it tastes like.
Yeah, like, oh, okay. Like it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't have any taste to it.
By the way, totally didn't walk all the way down the beer aisle at Publix. I forgot they have BOGO White Claws.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay. White Claws are expensive.
But they're BOGO.
I don't understand why the seltzers are so expensive. Like White Claw or what's the other? Says the
Truly.
Truly. I mean, like Sam gets them sometimes in the summer, and like I'll drink one occasionally. But I'm like, I don't get. Like, I'm like, why are these like?
Listen.
Like how much is a 12-pack of White Claw?
They don't come in 12 packs.
Well,
it's a 6-pack or an 18-pack.
Well, how much is a 6-pack?
$10.99.
Yeah, it's like I'm like it takes a lot more ingredients and work to make a beer, so you would think it would be more expensive to make beer. But
I love my beer. Will never pass up a Miller Lite or a Budweiser. But there is a little bit of sliver in me that enjoys a White Claw during the summer by the pool.
Oh.
I don't drink it during the winter.
Yeah. What was your thing you wanted to talk about? You said to remind you. Is it going to be hurtful?
No. Why do you think everything's against you? Not everything's about you.
Because usually if it's related to the podcast, it's a personal attack.
Not everything's about you.
Okay, well,
Stop being so conceited.
What was your topic or whatever you had?
So, I went down the rabbit hole of reels on, it was either TikTok or it was Facebook. And it was the 60 days in. You know what that is?
Mm-mm.
Women's prison. 60 days in women's prison.
I haven't heard of this, but
I think it's an A&E show.
Okay. Well, like,
here's the whole thing. I never thought of myself as being very pretty and beautiful. I'm too fucking pretty to go to prison. Like, I can't be going to a female prison, and I can be a badass. Like, I will straight up fight somebody if I need to, but I don't want to fight these prison chicks. Like, they were shanking each other. There were two of them going at it. Like, one girl for some reason had no pants on. When I say no pants, I mean no underwear. She had no underoos on. no pants.
Was this a show on TV?
No, it was a reel, but yeah, it's a show on TV. But the reel I was watching was just like a clip of the episode. She's walking around in a t-shirt down in like the gym pop, like where I guess like they eat whatever, like where all the tables and all are. And she's gonna go up and fight this girl, and they start doing the oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And she like goes at her and has to like blurp out her ass because her shirt comes up and you see everything basically. They get on the floor, they're rolling around, have each other in headlocks, hair is pulled everywhere. One of the guards comes out and starts pepper spraying them. Now one's in a white shirt, one's in a blue shirt. The one in the white shirt, it was white when the fight started. By the time the guys came out with the tasers, it was drenched in pepper spray. It was like yellow, like orange, because it was covered in pepper spray. They still didn't let up. They were covered in pepper spray and were still going at it and fighting and kicking.
I don't understand. What are people in prison fighting about? Like,
because she was a snitch. She snitched on 3 other people that were in there, and then she got booked. So those 3 people were going to go after her, but the main girl went after her first. Okay, like it was this whole thing.
Settle down.
And I'm just sitting there watching it like, I can't be going to jail.
It's literally nightmare fuel.
Like
going to jail. I don't mean jail. I'm talking about prison. Like, I'd rather die. Just kill me. Like, they're like, well, you only have a year. I'm like, no, you can just kill me. That's fine. I don't want to go. I'm not going.
So then it keeps flashing to like these like side interviews with other inmates, but they have names. One was called something commander. Like, I guess if you're on good terms and you're, good time or whatever, like you're paying your dues and you're a good inmate,
okay,
you get rewarded by being some whatever. One of the girls was the honorary toilet paper holder. So I guess you don't get your own toilet paper in prison. Did you know this? You don't get your own toilet paper?
I did not.
Like, you gotta use your money that your family sends you to buy toilet paper in the commissary. So this girl straight up walks out. She's got the roll and she's rolling it. She goes, here you go, Miss Mary. Here you go, Miss Linda. Here you go, Stephanie. Here you go, Tara. And I'm like, is that for the day? And then one of the girls is like, why are you picking your favorite to give the teepee to? And they're like, and she turns around and she goes, because all y'all got fat asses, you can't have all this toilet paper. Like, they started going at it. And they're like, the only reason why she got that job is because she snitches on everybody in the jail cell or the prison or whatever. So like, she's feeding the officers information, so they made her the honorary teepee girl. So she gets all the teepee she wants and then gets to give it out to whoever she wants to give it out to. And I'm like, I'm gonna start praying. I'm gonna start doing 5 below the speed limit. I am not going to prison. I cannot do it. I literally, like you said, nightmare food. I was like,
hard pass. Hard pass.
I'm still drinking that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna drink the beer because you said you didn't like it.
I'm not wasting alcohol.
Well, you can just drink it later.
It'll be flat.
It's already flat. I don't.
You want me to burp? Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, it's.
I don't know if I can open this. I have lotion on my hands and my hands are wet.
There's a can right here. There you go. But you can figure that one out. I have a topic. I did some research this week. And I feel like I've been burping since we ate dinner, and I feel like I'm going to die. But the show must go on.
What happens when you eat Mexican on Friday night?
God, spicy shrimp is just...
I feel excellent. Let's go.
It's because you ate dinner. Like, normally you don't eat any dinner, and you drink a bunch of beer, and you're like, I'm tired. I'm like, well, I can see why. Are you ready for this topic?
So are we just going to pick fun at Stan the entire time?
No. All right. I've avoided looking into this, and because I thought it was all kind of BS. And I saw a video on TikTok or Instagram or whatever it was, and then I went down the rabbit hole looking into it.
Women's prisons?
It's not women's prisons.
Oh, okay.
But I looked into it and I was like, I don't know. It just might be it. So before you roll your eyes, this is about Charlie Kirk. and the assassination. Okay,
I thought we didn't talk politics.
it's not politics. It's about assassination. It's a conspiracy about the assassination. Okay, so I've seen some footage. Like, have you heard all the different conspiracies?
Do you think he's alive?
No, this has nothing to do with that. There's so many conspiracies, that being one of them, but this not that. Have you heard all the different conspiracies?
That the guy tipped his hat.
Well, there's the one. This is not the one, but like a lot of people were saying that they think his microphone had something in it, and like a guy like triggered
you can see his shirt go
to explode or something. I think that one's kind of BS. Like, I'm like, guys.
I've seen where he talked to someone of some substantial whatever before the rally, someone that Erica knows.
Who, Charlie did?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
Oh. Oof.
But
quesadilla.
Jesus. This one, I'm going to show you the video because this one kind of got me, and I think this may be legit.
Legit as like an inside job, legit, or
it's just it's not the guy on the roof did not shoot him. Is what I think.
Just like the guy in the grassy knoll didn't shoot him.
Yeah. Let me just explain this before because you're throwing me off. The guy that they said shot him. Okay. They said that the weirdest thing.
Didn't he leave behind part of his gun, or he didn't take it apart?
It's with the gun. So they said that he had the gun broken down into a backpack, right?
To get up there.
Right, to conceal it. So it was in, I guess, the barrel or whatever was in two pieces, and he had a screwdriver, put it together. Okay, so when he shot him, he took apart the gun, okay, and then put it in his backpack, jumped off that little roof thing, like you've seen him running, went to, I guess, some woods or something. When they found the gun, it was put back together. And
Suspicious.
One of the things I heard was that the screwdriver was on the roof. But they said, why would he put it back together? Like, if you were going to dump it, wouldn't you just throw it off to the side or throw your backpack? Why would you go, okay, let me sit down and put it... Like,
it sounds like he got paid to be the patsy.
What's the point in it? So it goes back to the whole, like, Oswald thing, where some people believe that Oswald may have thought he was going to be the shooter, and there was other shooters that took care of it, and they just knew it was going to be easy for him to blame. Like, and that's what they say, like, Oswald, they think, figured it out potentially, and that's why he panicked and ran back to his house and was like, oh God, I'm being set up. And I'm wondering if this guy was the same scenario.
I mean, are all the people from the Kennedy assassination, are they all dead now?
Well, everybody except for the CIA, which is a government organization that was behind it. So no, that's why it has.
So they could have facilitated the same damn thing all over again.
The only reason it has not been disclosed is because it would shut down the CIA. They would have to disband it. Like, I'm assuming. I don't know. So let me show you this video. All right.
I mean, we released the Epstein files. Can we not release the JFK?
We have. I don't think that's what everybody complains about. We have not released them.
I thought there was a manifesto with names on it.
Look at this video. I'm not talking about that. All right. So this is the theory is that this guy it's a palm gun. It's a little gun you put in your hand and you squeeze it. And the barrel's sticking between his. It's one of his bodyguards.
I don't fucking see anything.
All right. So I want the first part of this video. Look back. So this is all it is.
Oh, the arrow is pointing. It looks like the arrow is pointing to that guy.
No, this guy.
They didn't put that arrow in the right place.
So see that this gun, it fits in your hand, that round part, and then when you squeeze it, that it shoots.
Chambers it?
No, it just shoots it. So you got it in your hand, and when you squeeze it, it shoots. So if you look between the middle of his fingers, this guy right here, he raises it up. I don't know if I have the audio on here. Let me see. I think I took the audio out, but it literally goes pop. Like you could hear, and you could see his hand clench.
There's no like smoke or spark or anything.
It doesn't mean anything. If it's a low caliber bullet, it wouldn't. And there's not a big flash or anything.
How would a low caliber bullet get him from that far then?
It's not that far. It's a few feet. Okay. So I want to go into a little bit of this. Do you know what the bullet? Because you've been hunting before. Okay. Mm-hmm. So that's a smaller caliber. That's like I'm assuming, I don't know, 22 or something relatively small. When you know, like how big, do you know what a 30-06 is? Because that's what they're saying he was shot with. Okay.
Shot a deer with one.
Okay. So, and you know how big like an AR-15 round is.
Yeah. Like
this. Okay. So this is a 30-06, and that's an AR-15 round. Okay. And I've got another video here I'm going to show you in a second.
Well, maybe I didn't shoot a deer with that, but yeah,
it's to take down like. I mean, you can use it for deer, but it's kind of overkill. I watched a couple videos when I was looking this up. I mean, I have not personally been deer hunting, but I mean, it looks like it causes some damage. I mean, and I've seen a lot of videos where shooters and snipers and stuff say that's a overkill for an assassination. I mean, it's gonna, and they say that's the same caliber that Kennedy was shot with, and like his whole head, like blew off.
That I believe that is not what killed Charlie Kirk. That is not what when it.
That's the point.
His neck would have been blown off.
That's the point.
Like,
so that's
his head would have been decapitated from his body if that's what he got shot with. Are you fucking kidding me?
So that's the point. So he got hit like where that guy was standing. He's off to his left. Charlie got hit right here in the neck. So they said and people said, how would he have possibly made that shot? Whatever. He could have just been aiming for his chest or his head or what.
All you got to do is aim in the box.
Yeah, it's not he hit him in the neck, but the other piece is that if that was that 30-06 round, everyone, like they've had like Marine snipers, like the SEAL team guys, like all these guys said if you shot somebody in the neck, which is soft tissue for the most part, your spine's back there, but they said that literally would have just blown out the back of his neck.
It would have either literally made it where his head fell and all of this was gone, or would have just blown a huge hole.
It would have out of the back.
Yeah.
Usually, like this would have all been
like
torn up.
none of like his head. Like I know he did fall, but
that's just because he was dying.
That's not what he got shot. And that little fucking gun did not hold that big ass bullet.
No, that's what I'm saying. This is what they're saying the sniper shot him with. That's what they're saying the guy on the roof shot him with.
But even as far as he shot him from, it would have honestly, it probably would have done more damage.
That's what I'm saying.
Far away.
That's the whole point, Sam. No, it's okay. I'm just saying. But like when Charlie it was just a little hole. It looks like he got shot with. It's like a 9mm, maybe
a shot with the little one's little 22.
A 9mm round or something. You get hit in the neck and it hits a vein, you're in trouble.
Ow! Fuck me,
bro.
I hate those.
You okay?
No, I'm bleeding.
All right.
Look.
I know it's aggressive. This was on the news the other day, and this is part of what sparked it. So this was, it's part of the trial that's going on with the guy that said shot him. There has been some investigation into the bullet, and it said Robinson's attorney said in recent court filings that they have received a summary report from the ATF, which indicates that the ATF was unable to identify the bullet recovered at the autopsy to the rifle allegedly tied to Mr. Robinson.
I heard someone picked it up.
Picked up what?
The bullet.
I haven't heard that. But the whole point is there's no exit run. So there's got to be a bullet in Charlie Kirk.
It's like the rubber bullet.
But if it was one of those, if it was a smaller round and it hit him in his spinal column, it could have just disintegrated. I mean, like a 22 is tiny.
Yeah.
But if it hit an artery or something, then he just bled out.
What did they call the bullet that went through?
The magic bullet?
Magic bullet. Maybe it was a magical bullet.
I know people might think this is morbid, but I did look to see if there was like an autopsy report or photos, or none of that's been released yet.
It ain't ever going to be released. Welcome to your new JFK file.
So, well, I mean, like I've showed you the JFK. They have JFK autopsy photos. You can see.
That was back then. They don't do that shit now.
But yeah, I don't think it'll ever be released.
You want to talk about a conspiracy that no one will ever know about and see the details? It'll be that.
I'm trying to find this other video here.
What's that picture of bear you got on there?
So this is a video. This is of a. This is a guy shooting a 30-06 round at one of those human skulls. That it's like a skull and it's got the gel on it or whatever. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is.
Until they test ballistics. Right?
Let me rewind this. So that's what it did to the skull. Look at this. Look at this thing hit it. It just explodes.
Yeah. That's like that scene in
Hang on. It shows like the after part of this, and this is like they use like basically some kind of composite of like. Oh crap. Of like what? But look at like how it.
What would resemble a human head?
Yeah. Like I mean, it just blew it completely apart. So they're saying if that had hit him in the neck, it would have just, and it was just a tiny little hole. And I don't want to post like the video of him getting shot, but I'm sure everyone's seen it. But it's like a tiny. It's not a big, large caliber thing. So, I mean, like I said, I was putting it off, but I don't know. I just think, like you can even see here, like this is watch the timing of this. Watch his hand and when Kirk,
and that's one of his guys. He doesn't even jump.
So look right here. He raises it up. Charlie's still good. It's literally right when he squeezes his hand. All right.
I'm bleeding.
I've got a little more information about this guy. I looked that up. I'm sorry. His name's Rick Cutler. Okay.
Suspect. The name already says it.
He's a retired police officer from Irving, Texas.
Crooked as shit.
With 29 years of service, who moved to Guatemala after retiring in 2019 for missionary and training work. Okay.
Suspicious?
He also, I Googled this, and
wait, when you say missionary or mission?
It says missionary.
Doesn't that mean they go over to like train to like?
It's like religious stuff, but I don't know. The other thing is, it said he ran like the SWAT team for a number of years and all this stuff. So people were saying there's no way he could have made the shot. I'm like, he's 10 feet away. If he took that gun to a range and stood like that, and he's even like
and a gun that small, you could probably practice that in your backyard.
But look at like they even like somebody pointed out like in one of the videos I watched, he's even using his arm as a brace. How he's got his left arm up and he's using it to stabilize his hand. So he didn't just go like this. He's kind of using this.
He's making it look like he's doing something with his shirt. His shirt's not messed up.
And then
it makes it look like he's trying to like roll it back up.
He squeezes it. I mean, I'm not hoping the other guy gets off by any means, but I'm hoping it's looked into.
Because he's part of it.
I'm like, this evidence looks very suspicious. And there's even a video, it looks like, there was another video I saw when I was researching this. It looks like when he goes like this, it's from the other angle, and then it looks like he goes like this, and there's a pocket in his shirt, and it looks like he puts it in some kind of pocket in his shirt.
Pocket full of sunshine.
There was a clip I saw of him too walking when they're carrying his body, and there's a circular thing in his back pocket, and they're saying that's the gun. I'm like, that's a skull ring. That's dip. That's not a gun. Like, it's like the perfect.
Oh.
Like,
Speaking of that,
no, I don't have those.
where are they at?
I don't know. In the bedroom. I'm pretty sure they're killing me, and I feel like I'm dying. Like, I've had a headache all freaking day.
So the other day, Thursday, yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know where we were yesterday. I can't remember. I had the pants I had on were tied around my waist, but I had ran back in and grabbed my canister to take to work and put in my purse. I don't do them at work during the day. I usually do it about 4:15 because I got to come down before I come home. And then, so I stuck it in my back pocket and didn't think anything of it. Took the youngest to school, dropped him off, walked into the office, had my backpack on, had my phone in my back pocket, set everything up, walked around, saw a couple of people, walked to the nutrition center, and I had the Zyn thing in my back pocket the whole time. And then,
well, you're bleeding like a lot.
Yeah, right? I know.
Do you want to like pause for a second?
No.
Let me go get you Bro, don't do that. Let me go get you like a paper towel.
It's
or something. Let me just pause for a second.
But I had walked all through the office, saw numerous people, and I got back to my desk, and one of the guys that now sits outside my office, who, by the way, keeps his canister on his desk next to his mouse pad.
Yeah.
He's not trying to hide it. He's like, hey. I was like, hey. He goes, so what you got in your back pocket? I'm like, why are you looking at my ass?
Bro.
And he was like, huh? I was like, I'm just kidding. I was like, what do you mean? What's in my back pocket? And I did it. I was like, oh, that's been in there this whole time. I totally forgot it was in there.
Frickin' redneck. You are.
What's funny, did I tell you I had to explain what it was to two of my managers?
What?
They didn't know what it was.
Okay.
They're like, I keep seeing guys in meetings and they have like, it looks like their cheeks are puffy, but we don't allow dip at the office and they don't have spittoodle bottles or anything. And I'm like, y'all are
I think you told me that.
y'all are sweet. I don't know what it is.
I was trying to find this thing. So I found this chart. Remember we talked about this a couple weeks
You
ago?
want to talk about the continental drift again?
No. The guy that went missing.
Which one?
There was like a rocket NASA guy or whatever. He was over like the UFO department.
There's
or
like
something.
4 guys that have gone missing in the last 6 months.
Jesus, music. It's up to 9 now that are missing or dead.
Over what time? Like over the last year?
This is on Fox News.
There was like 4 in 6 months.
So this was like on another page posted, but it says mystery surrounds death of 9th scientist tied to U.S. secrets. And I watched this this was like a clip I watched on it, and I don't think I can play this because it's from Fox News, but like it's all these people related to NASA, and their different departments. Because like this says, like it says NASA research scientist. He's dead. Worked on deflecting asteroids from Earth. Director of Materials Processing Group, missing. Monica Reza. I think that's maybe one of the ones that went on the hike that went missing. And then the guy we talked about, William McCaslin, he was the one that was on the hike. But the video was just saying that.
Just to be clear, if we ever go missing on a hike, we don't hike.
It was just saying that all of them, like there was one of them that had died at 59, and it was kind of like he was in good health, and like there wasn't it wasn't like 400-pound dude,
Yeah.
And it just said that they had not done an autopsy and all, and I'm like, well, what? Like, you know, like if you die at 59, that's kind of like usually you look into it more so just so maybe your kids know if it's something like, was this something hereditary that like they need to get ahead of or something like that. Like you don't just drop dead at 59. You at least figure out what it was. Yeah. So there's a lot of like mysterious either missing or dead people that it's questionable about.
I don't want to drag it on, but you reminded me of something I told you about a few weeks ago because I watched the whole series. Do you think my JFK Jr. conspiracy is a little bit legitimate?
You had brought up, we didn't talk about it on the podcast, did we? Mm-mm. Sam had brought up, she watched that JFK thing, and her...
JFK Jr. and Caroline Bessette.
And Sam was saying that she thought that potentially they may have faked their deaths because he wanted to just be out of the limelight or whatever.
I really think, I know that they found the bodies, but I also find it odd that they were cremated because I think, if I remember correctly, in the Catholic religion, telling me that, like, you're not really supposed to be cremated. You're supposed to be like buried with your loved ones. But there was a whole thing with like Caroline's parents. They were fighting over like she should be buried with her family, buried with the Kennedy family and their Kennedy like cemetery plots that they have with all of the Kennedys in, I guess, Massachusetts, wherever it is. But she had her sister with her, and she always had her sister. She's very close to her sister. So I could almost see where he could have gone to her and said, I can make this easy. I can change our life around. But we have to do this and we have to go now. And I could see where she would say, I got to take my sister with me. Because she had a little bit of like anxiety.
Yeah,
I get that. She didn't like the limelight. Like she liked knowing her people, being close to someone she knows.
You said something about South America. Was that something that was mentioned in the show? Or?
They visited. They went to it was Turkey, and before they had even arrived at their hotel, he said he was telling like a friend or whatever in like the show. He said they were already there. Like we hadn't.
The paparazzi.
We hadn't landed. Like we were still in the air. Like they were already there. They knew we were coming, and he said I didn't tell her they were there because it would have like sparked her anxiety even more.
Let me tell him what I said. What I told Sam is, as famous as he was back in the 90s, I said, with him and her, if they had just moved to
Wyoming.
No, well, just somewhere like that in the United States or Italy, Turkey, Venezuela. I don't know, wherever you want to move to. Rome.
Eventually, not doing anything fun, you wouldn't be.
But I'm just saying, like, I don't know how long the paparazzi would have followed him in a foreign country. Granted, there are, like, in London, they have their own paparazzi. In Paris, they have, so they are there. But I just don't know if you move to some little village somewhere in South America.
Maybe that's what they did.
But I'm just saying, I don't think you would have had to fake your death because I don't think it's not interesting. Like, especially once you're talking about years later, you're not even famous. I mean, I guess he would always be famous because of who his dad was, but at the end of the day, like once you're out of that, you're not in New York or LA or whatever.
Well, she asked him at one point, she's like, how do you deal with it? And he said, I don't know. It's all I know.
He's just used to it. But like, even within the United States, like if he moved to Texas or moved to even if he moved to some little small town in Boston. I mean, how long would they follow you around if he wasn't even doing? My point is, I don't think it would continue to sell tabloids or newspapers and stuff because at that point he's just a citizen. If he's in New York, it's easy because he was running that newspaper or the magazine or whatever.
George.
Yeah, and you're kind of still famous, but if you're just a married guy,
I bought a copy of George when I was little.
Yeah.
Well, not little. I was like a teenager, but
my point was I just don't think they would have to fake their death to get away from it. That's all I was saying.
So you don't like my conspiracy?
No, I do. I mean, it's interesting to think
about. In my head, they're the perfect love story, and they got away, and they're peaceful, and
maybe
they're happy, and she got over her anxiety and can enjoy her love with JFK.
Yeah.
Because if you watch the show, I just feel so bad for her.
Yeah,
I know they always make the show to be a little bit more than what it was.
Yeah, it's got some drama because they don't know all the ins and outs.
What's her name?
Daryl Hannah.
She was a see you next Tuesday kind of girlfriend, according to.
You don't talk about my mermaid girl. Okay?
She's ugly.
She's 80s pretty.
She is not 80s pretty. I can find you 14 other girls that are 80s pretty.
The 80s were a rough time with them.
She got some gas between her teeth, and she's got some thin.
They didn't even have braces
hair
back then.
But anyways,
just attacking Daryl Hannah for no reason at all.
I've never liked her.
She's plays like America's sweetheart in several movies.
I've never liked her.
Did you ever see her in that movie?
As much as I love Grumpy Old Men, I hated that they pit her as the daughter of Grumpy Old Men.
Did you ever see the movie with Chevy Chase where he's invisible?
Yeah.
She's in that.
I know.
I watched that not long ago.
Ruined that fucking movie.
I watched that a few months ago. I don't know. I was looking for something to watch. I was like, oh shit, I haven't seen this in forever.
How do you ruin a Chevy Chase movie? You put Daryl Hannah.
Okay, God. We'll add her to the list of people Sam doesn't like. Put it on the tally board.
But anyways, she came out and she had a problem and spoke out against the series. She didn't like how she was being portrayed.
I'm sure, yeah, if they made her look bad. So.
Well, I can tell you after I watched it.
Yeah, you're running a knife fighter.
Check mark. Yeah. Definitely don't like.
Jeez. All right.
Do I need stitches? I just went through 3 layers of paper.
You don't need stitches. I want to ask you one final thing about it. Do you think my Charlie Kirk stuff? You think that's? I mean, is that potential that could? Maybe that's the guy.
That's the first time I've heard that one.
I know. That was when I saw it. I was like, I hadn't seen that angle of it. I was like, holy shit, that might be.
To be honest, yes, I love a good conspiracy, but when it comes to shit like that, I don't believe in anything because the government's gonna.
That's more convincing to me than anything we got for JFK.
But at the end of the day, the government's gonna make you believe what you want to believe. And
I mean, I'm not saying the guy will ever get convicted or caught or anything like that. But I'm just saying that's all. If they convict the other dude, that's always going to be fishy.
But anytime someone gets assassinated now, I'm just like, all right.
Well,
I'm sad for the person that gets killed, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to follow all the news reports.
And do what I'm saying.
Because you're never going to get to the end of it because they're assassinating them for a certain reason.
People were going off.
We're done with it. You're never going to know.
Yeah, I mean, if it's depending on how big the conspiracy is or any conspiracy, the cover up like they could just say we're not looking into it. And it just never gets investigated.
I will tell you this. On a lot of it, though, that gets set. Him, for instance, those of you that cheered in the streets, y'all are a bunch of fucking assholes. And you can bleep that out if you want to. But I will never stand for that. I don't care who it is. I will never stand for you to stand in the streets and parade about someone dying. That's awful.
Hot take. Okay.
Y'all are jerks.
Okay. All right. Well, we are going to wrap this episode up. And
did they give you enough burps?
I guess. They're not for me. I'm good.
You like them?
No, I don't.
Am I going to lose his finger?
I don't. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Later.